we recognized that some things weren't working in our industry, and clients were ready for something different. They weren't sure what they were ready for, but they were ready for something different. And so we offered that. And then what happened, once we started doing that, we saw some things that worked and some things that didn't work, and that evolved. So the original idea wasn't necessarily the final product.
Right, exactly.
But it was driven by demand, and the demand was from clients that they didn't know what they wanted other than that they wanted something different.
Right.
What they had now wasn't working. And in contracting, adversarial relationships, cost plus, behind schedule, over budget, this isn't working. Okay. But we're not sure what will work. And we came on the scene and said, well, we're going to do it differently. And some people jumped on board and said, yeah, we need to do something different. Some of it worked for them. Some of it didn't. But just being able to do something different, you can't evolve until you do something different, right? You got to take that first step, because you're not going to evolve from the same model that everyone else is doing. My opinion, anyway.
Yeah, but it is a fine line, right, Roy, between if you're listening to you're talking about, you knew there was a need.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's, again, I put that in sort of that follow the customer. Netflix doesn't need to offer games. They just know that if they do it, people will like it. So
yeah, but Jared, you got a group like Netflix, they can try anything.
I just realized
let's throw some games on there.
They
and
can,
see
but not
what
every
happens.
company does.
Actually, I just thought of something. The reason they're doing that too is because like content is so expensive to produce for Netflix. So
games are cheap.
Well, especially the games they're putting on. So what they're actually banking on is, like, let's say you're watching it at night and then you switch to a game and you play that game for 30 minutes, and you might decide, I'm just going to go to sleep. That allows another 30 minutes of content that you could watch the next day, because they ate up that time. It's actually really strategic, probably.
Yep.
Like, I bet that's one of the things that they're looking at to see if people do switch. I'm thinking about that on the fly, but if I was running Netflix, I'd be going, okay, we just keep them on the platform a bit longer. They'll come back tomorrow or the next day. Now they have an extra 30 minutes to find something else.
Right. But again, and they're in that foundation, they are not trying to get market share. They are just using something that someone else has already built, and they're just trying to use it as a value add to what they're delivering. And that is very different than going, okay, we want to be in this business now.
I think it's keeping things fresh too, right?
Right, yeah. Did you
like,
say it? Like,
we've got Netflix. We all know Netflix, and Netflix is starting to charge more. And to throw some different things in there. Anyway, I'm sure there's lots of different reasons why they're doing it, and it sounds like it's working for them.